Also, everyone does their makeup differently. This is just how I do mine. Like, by no means is this like the right way. This is just what I do and what works for me. Because you always want to start with moisturizer before you do makeup. Not only does it make your skin happy, but it also gives it something to stick to, because I don't use primer because like I have sensitive skin. Primer like makes me break out AF. So we have this e.l.f. Hydrating Camo Concealer. Price tag $8. I don't remember. So what I do now is I take my sponge and I do the little ship in a bottle and let that bitch give it a spin. Water helps kind of blend out makeup easier versus like just kind of smearing around dry. I'm gonna do my T-zone. I always do under my eyes because my eyes are always purple from crying and not sleeping. You want to look like a really shitty Picasso, but then you grab your beauty blender and then we're gonna dab. We're just gonna dab. It's usually nice to get like a hair clip or something, pull your hair up out of the way. You know, you want those like sharp corners of your forehead to be just like so accessible. And then you kind of go through this phase where you don't really look like a human for a couple minutes, but trust, it's gonna turn around. You're kind of creating a blank canvas. And then you add the color back in. If you don't bring the highlighter over to your ears, you're gonna look like a Victorian child dying. And then you want to do your neck. And that also helps with my razor burn. It's okay that it's going over the lips because I'm going to be doing lipstick. And you want to powder after every step. So there is our base. Base camp. So I'm going to get my loose powder, which is my LA Colors Loose Finishing Powder, which was $3. And they come with this little powder puff. And you kind of just put her face down, close it, and then shake it. And then the powder comes through this little screen and goes into the powder, so you're not like dumping the entire thing on it. It kind of moderates it. And then you just go. And the powder kind of like locks the base, the foundation, the concealer, whatever it is, locks it down. And the powder starts making it look like real skin again. See? And then you take a big fluffy brush. Get one of those big ass fluffy brushes. And then we're gonna just dust off the extra. Also, highly recommend using a real mirror and not just your phone. If you have a mirror, you're literally getting like the real tea. Get your poorly sharpened brow pencil. I was gonna say bareback it, but I don't know if that's the right term. I just do that. This is like an eyebrow pencil. It's like $6 or whatever. This is Revlon Color Stay Brow Fantasy. I got it at Target. It kind of like makes it look like there's more hair there. And then you take your brush and then go blah. So I'm gonna use Drench. I use eyeshadow for blush because why not? And then I just do the apple of your cheek. And then I do a little bit like as a nose contour. So I hold it like horizontally and I just go down the nose like this. And it makes the bridge of my nose seem thinner. See? Rhinoplasty. I'm gonna blend that out a little bit. So I'm gonna get a just big fluffy brush and I'm going to just blend. See how it's like kind of like spotty? We want to remove any definitive shapes. See, blended, not blended. We're gonna powder again. We powder after every step. And I'm gonna use this little like short and chunky brush and just go bleh. And then with this white eyeshadow, I'm gonna do the corners of my eyes to wake me up. Under the brow. See, look at that. Look at that pop. You're not seeing it on this side, but you are on this side, yeah. You do like a bleh, and then you do like a bleh. And then I want to use it on my the very top, like right above where I did blush. Blend. Eyeshadow. I use this as like my kind of lid brush. It's kind of like flat and round. I like doing fresh, like a coppery kind of bleh. You get load a bunch up on your brush and then tap to get the excess off. And then we're just gonna go over the lid. Oh, now we're getting some pigment. Okay, so that's the base. That's the base of the lid. The garage door, just one color. So now I'm gonna blend that. I like, and see how kind of like chunky she looks? We're gonna blend it in little circles out. And then I do quench, just like a little bit of a deeper brown to like do the crease. It gives my eyes some depth. And also the best part about having hooded eyes is that you'll never notice this, because the second I go like this, it's gone. Let's blend that. And whenever you think you've done enough blending, blend more. Oh, waterline. That part. I like doing black because then it gives my eyes some more definition and I look awake. We're gonna go back in with this black. This is a very thin, very sharp brush, very small. And then you're gonna hold it straight up and down and jam it right into your frontal lobe. This is all my liquid liner. This is the ink well. This is where all the ink is. And then this is the brush, which goes down and dips in. And you don't want it to be like dripping off. So you can like smear, scrape off excess. Start from the corner of my eye and make a line out following the top of my cheekbone. See, like that. So that's our guideline. Now I'm going to make a triangle. Not bad. And I'm going to do the hooded eye check. So if I lift my eyelid up, they don't separate. So what's going to blend the waterline with the eyeliner now is mascara. This is my e.l.f. mascara from its Big Mood. I think it was like $6 or $7 from CVS. I'm guesstimating. Make sure there's not like chunky bits on the ends. And you're going to like open your eyes, hold it in front, and then blink, 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 blink. And then you can kind of like wiggle it around. So let's do lipstick. I do the big parts and then I'm going to take my washcloth. I'm going to roll up a corner of it and then I'm going to stick it in my mouth and close my lips around it and pull it out, and it's going to get all the lipstick that's inside my mouth and on my teeth. Make sure there's nothing on my teeth. Now I'm going to do one last setting spray. And yeah.
It's a live tutorial.